Good day, students, and as I slowly and methodically move across your computer screens, I just want to say welcome back to our fourth pre-recorded video. I'm your host, Mr. Q, and look who made her guest appearance again. It's Reese, the cat. Anyways, like the previous three videos, you guys have learned about the 5 traits that form a civilization, the 4 major river valley civilizations, and you guys have dived so far. Alright, you guys have dived so far into Mesopotamia that hopefully you guys have learned a little bit about the empires that came before the one we're going to talk about, the Sumerian Empire and the Akkadian Empire. If not, that's fine. Or you can go to the lesson again and watch the videos I have. But if not, that's fine. Anyways, so for this video, I'm going to have you guys dive into the entirety of the Babylonian Empire, where you guys are going to learn about 2 of Babylon's most famous kings. If you guys remember, we kind of already learned about one of them with our whole class lecture on King Hammurabi. Let's begin. And like always, if you guys haven't grabbed your guided notes, go and grab some, because you guys are going to need them. You guys are going to be filling out questions just like the previous video. And like every set of guided notes, like I always say, we always start with an I can statement. And let me move myself, which I already have, to the middle of the screen. Hopefully by the end of this video, you guys can demonstrate your knowledge, not mine, yours. Your knowledge of the events that transpired during the Babylonian Empire. If not, that's fine. And if you need to pause the video to write down this I can statement, do so, and let's begin. So now we're going to start with a new empire in Mesopotamia. After the fall of Sargon's Akkadian Empire, a tribe called the Amorites, right here, Amorites, invaded western Mesopotamia around 2000 BC. They established their capital at Babylon, a city-state overshadowed by powerful neighbors. And you can't talk about Mesopotamia or Babylon without talking about its most famous king, Hammurabi, as you guys can see in this picture of the handsome king himself. Then, in 1792 BC, Hammurabi became the 6th king of Babylon. Hammurabi was Babylon's most influential and powerful ruler. He expanded the kingdom and established his Babylonian empire across Mesopotamia and other parts of the Fertile Crescent. Hammurabi spent the first 29 years of his rule working on domestic improvements, these including directing large projects such as creating straight streets, strong city walls, magnificent temples, and efficient irrigation canals. Hammurabi also skillfully built up a network of alliances or partnerships. This helped him conquer all of Mesopotamia in just 8 years and claim the title King of Sumer and Akkad. That doesn't work. And if you guys remember from that whole class lecture, it was on the Code of Hammurabi itself. If you guys remember, it was a big slab with 282 laws, all written in cuneiform writing. Hammurabi was a skillful ruler, but he is best remembered for his code of laws. His vast empire contained many different peoples who all followed different laws. To help him unite his empire, Hammurabi took the best existing laws, added new rules, and then organized them into a clear written system. The Code of Laws marked a major step forward for civilization. The code helped bring justice to everyday life. It also served as an important primary source for historians because it offers insight into Babylonian society, including its structure, priorities, problems, and attitudes. The Code of Laws was often applied based on a person's social class. For example, landowners could be fined more heavily than slaves. Hammurabi also laid down detailed laws about agriculture and the buying and selling of goods, highlighting the importance of these activities. 3 experienced judges heard cases. They listened to statements, examined evidence, and heard from witnesses. The judges even assumed the defendant's innocence. This is where we get the principle of innocent until proven guilty. Remember, guilt had to be proven. Of course, in the United States today, also assume that people are innocent until proven guilty. See how that lecture from a long time ago plays into this? See? Anyways, Hammurabi's code of laws influenced later legal systems, such as the Ten Commandments and the law codes of Draco. Remember the Athenian legislator in ancient Greece who came up with his famous draconian laws? Yeah. So the Ten Commandments and the draconian laws. There you go. After Hammurabi's death in 1750 BC, the First Babylonian Empire declined rapidly and disappeared about 150 years later. However, Hammurabi's achievements ensured that Babylon remained a center of political, cultural, and religious importance for centuries to come. And now we go to the Chaldeans. Let me move myself down here. Oh, yeah, I don't want to block this picture. The Chaldeans were a semi-nomadic people who originally came from southern Babylon. After overthrowing the Assyrians in 612 BC, the Assyrians being the empire before the Chaldeans took over, the Chaldeans became the ruling power of Babylon and extended their rule over all of Mesopotamia. King Nebuchadnezzar II, Nebuchadnezzar, say it fast. Don't say it 5 times fast. But this handsome man right here, King Nebuchadnezzar II, was the most famous Chaldean king. Under his rule, which lasted for 43 years, the new Babylonian Empire included Mesopotamia and all of the Fertile Crescent. His name is also fun to say. Nebuchadnezzar. Say it 3 times fast, he might appear. Though he was often cruel, Nebuchadnezzar also made improvements to Babylon by rebuilding the city and adding incredible beauty to it. From miles away, the Tower of Babel, like as you guys can see right here, and it's also referenced in the Bible. A soaring 7-story multicolored ziggurat inspired awe. Visitors entered the inner city through the colorful Ishtar Gate with its gleaming blue glazed bricks and images of dragons and bulls. The king's most famous accomplishment, Nebuchadnezzar, that is, was the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. As you guys will learn about in this lesson, you guys will learn both about the Tower of Babel and the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, and another event, which I'm not going to spoil. But King Nebuchadnezzar was involved. Pumps operated by slaves irrigated a large leveled terrace of trees and plants. The terrace formed a green mountain that seemed to float in the city. Although his empire outlasted him by fewer than 25 years, Nebuchadnezzar had built a monumental city, fitting its name, Babylon, Gate of God. And then it was after his death that the Babylonian Empire would eventually fall to the Persian Empire. But that's a story for a later date. I'm Mr. Q, your host, and I hope you guys can like, comment, and subscribe on this video. And if not, that's fine. And I will bid you guys adieu, and I hope to see you in the next one. Nebuchadnezzar.